This is me riding first class on Indonesia's brand new bullet train, an engineering marvel built by China that drastically cuts travel time between the two major cities of Jakarta and Bandung. Indonesia's only bullet train is transforming travel in Southeast Asia. We're going to find out whether it's worth the price tag to pay for that first class ticket. But before that, it's time to say a solemn goodbye to my hometown boys who have flown from the UK to travel with me for the past month. Boys.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Isn't it?
Really good to see you, mate. It was so nice to see you. Whole month, what's that?
And it, whole month's gone.
No, we're going home. No. What? Miss you already.
Miss you already. See you later, lads. Probably won't see them or my family or anything for another year or so. This is the reality of travel. I mean, there are parts that get glorified, and I do love it, living abroad and being in warm weather and by the beach and in different cultures. Like, I absolutely love it, don't get me wrong, but it comes at some serious sacrifices. So that's something to really consider if you choose this lifestyle. On a lighter note, this video is brought to you by NordVPN, a virtual private network that gives you safe and private access to the internet, keeping your data away from cyber criminals. An absolute must-have if you're traveling around like me. Stick around not only for a peek at first class, but for an exclusive coupon code that I'm going to reveal later in the video. The $7.3 billion project of Bandung to Jakarta's high-speed rail bullet train is right here. Opened in September 2023 at such a whopping cost. China came and built this train in Indonesia, and I am about to take a first class ticket over to Jakarta. The original train journey between these two major cities in Indonesia used to take 3.5 hours. That's now being brought down to a swift 29 minutes. One thing that is slightly unfortunate, upon booking my ticket, I realized that the departure station and the arrival station are both very far out of the city. So that is definitely a consideration. It took me about 30 to 40 minutes to drive to Bandung's bullet train station, and it's going to take me about an hour taxi from the arrival station to get to the airport of Jakarta. Some security checks to go through. X-ray power. Would you believe that? Okay. That's always good. Is there a first class ticket room? Is that the one over there? Okay, thank you. I would never book a first class ticket for a 29-minute journey. That has cost me about 38 US dollars, 600,000 rupiah, upwards from the economy ticket, which is just over a third of that price at 250,000 rupiah. And then they also have a business class ticket, which is bang in the middle of those two at 400,000 rupiah. I'm led to believe that we do have access to the Ruang VIP room if we have a first class ticket, so let's see. Hello. Okay, thank you. Okay. We are well and truly in the VIP room. I've arrived well in time. I've got 50 minutes until the train arrives still. I just couldn't wait. I was just so eager to get on that I've come an hour early. It looks like we've got some snacks available to us and some waters. Over here we have the VIP charging station and some VIP coffee. Might even have some VIP tea as well. There we go. And a VIP fridge with VIP apple juice. I'll be taking some apple juice in a moment. That's for damn sure. All right, we're gonna have a little venture around the station here. The very simple station. Looks like they're going to open up some stuff, like a tea shop over here. This looks exactly how they look in China. It's quite evident that they built it. Not too much to look at around here besides a station. I suppose the crown jewel is really the train itself. So I obviously rushed a little bit going into the departure lounge because that's where there is nothing yet. However, I've just come back out and they've got Indomart. Hi, I will get a long black, please. Yes.
Do you want to add sugar?
No sugar.
Need more payment?
Okay, thanks. Hello. Oh no, I don't see a card machine. Do you take card? Take card?
No, only cash.
That's going to be a problem. I don't have enough cash. This is all I have.
10,000.
15,000.
10,000.
No, but I've ordered a coffee.
30,000.
That's a problem because I don't have 30,000. I've reached deep into the pockets. I do not have any more. Okay, I put the tissues back and I'll just get the coffee. Can you do it for me for 15,000?
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. I thought as it's a modern bullet train station, you might take card. Who was I kidding? Right, I'm down to zero now, hopefully. Nobody else needs any cash. Now I'm gonna have a stuffy nose on the train. Hopefully, my first class ticket will come with a pack of tissues. Terima kasih. Bye-bye. All right, so we got a 25% discount on our coffee. Result. Okay, chicken and butter. Bakery. Oh, they're good. They're good. Even if I wanted some, I couldn't have them, could I? So I better not tempt myself. Let's go back to the VIP lounge where I've got free bread. It's time to vacate and head to the platform. Thank you. Biddy 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 bap. I'm excited. Don't know if you can tell. All very high tech. Look at this. Lovely. Through the gates we go. Hello, mate. The 428 train is on this platform?
Oh, platform 2.
Platform 2.
You can use card.
Thank you. It's on the other side. Thankfully, we've got an escalator. Now I know if it's built by the Chinese, there's gonna be an escalator, that's for sure. They absolutely don't do stairs. What a contrast we have outside this window. We've literally got like this modern bullet train built right among these local houses right here. I mean, even some of them are like shacks. Such a contrast right on the doorstep for the people who own those houses. Now they can literally walk outside and get to Jakarta within about 30 minutes. During that half-an-hour ride, you probably want to connect to the train's Wi-Fi, but doing so can leave you vulnerable to potential cyber attacks. Public Wi-Fi networks like the one on this train are often unencrypted, meaning anyone with the right tools could potentially intercept your personal information, like passwords, emails, and even bank details. That's why I never connect without using NordVPN. With one click, it encrypts my data, creating a secure tunnel between my device and the internet, so I can browse, stream, and even check my bank account without worrying about who might be lurking on the same network. I managed to get my viewers an exclusive deal. If you sign up using the link down in the description, you'll get 4 months for free with your 2-year plan. And they also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's completely risk-free. Thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the bullet train. After almost missing the train because I was trying to capture the best thumbnail picture, I then realized I made quite the mistake. I'm literally paying $1.20 per minute on here, and I'm wasting a lot of time. I had boarded what I thought was the front of the train, but it turned out to be the back. I really cocked up there. Okay, this is the economy anyway, with 3 and 2 seats total. Hello. Economy is still very, very nice, I must say. What on earth? How silly am I? Serves me right trying to get thumbnails at the front of the train. Hello. I got on the wrong one. Okay, thank you. All Alright, here we are. So here is the first class cabin. These pods, these seats are quite different to those ones. We've got a power outlet here. We've got a menu. I wonder if we get any goodies for free. We've got our footstool here. Oh, okay, thank you.
I can open the table.
Sure. Thank you. Okay, so strawberry custard bread, mixed nuts. Oh, that looks alright. I'll definitely have that. A chocolate caramel wafer, a hand wipe, and a bottle of water. I am somewhat surprised to see it's different to the Fuxing train in China. The exterior is exactly the same train, but unfortunately the interior is actually not as good. It has these like big spaceship looking chairs that fold out into a bed. These certainly don't fold out into a bed. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're very comfortable chairs, but I'm just going to keep it real with you. 3 times the price of the economy. Not too sure. It's always enjoyable to watch the nature go by when you're in these trains, though, because it absolutely flies by. So this track, it's about 120 kilometers, I believe, is the first high-speed rail in the southern hemisphere and the first in Southeast Asia. The majority of high-speed rail exists inside of both Japan and China. China now have about 45,000 kilometers worth of bullet train track, which is astonishing, really. They both expressed interest in building this one for Indonesia, and I won't go into the politics of it all because it seemed like it was a bit of back and forth here and there, but they ended up siding with China, as I assume they probably offered it at a cheaper price. Hopefully they extend it a little bit, because right now it's literally only between the 2 major cities of Jakarta and Bandung. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they're going to be extending this to Yogyakarta. This was first contemplated in 2008. So what's that, like 16 years ago? And then they actually started building it in 2015, and then it was finished last year. So it took about 8 years to build at a cost of $7.3 billion. We've been talking about building a high-speed rail in the UK for over 10 years, and we haven't even began laying a piece of track yet. Keep going back and forth on whether we should do it or whether we won't. It will literally never get done. The prices of trains in the UK keep going up and up and up, and they keep, to be honest, getting worse because there's less and less lines running around the country. They only run and build new lines that are profitable because it's down to private companies, and that's the way it goes. I'm not actually sure whether Indonesia's train system is government owned or by private companies. Maybe you can enlighten me down in the comments. It doesn't really ever feel like you're travelling at the speed you actually are. We're currently going at, you can actually see it up there. Let me show you. We're currently going at 337 kilometers per hour. In its first 8 months, they've already served 4 million passengers. I wonder how long it would take to pay back that investment of $7.3 billion. I don't know. But the thing with trains is, like, it's going to pay it back eventually, and then it will start profiting. But it's not even about the direct income from the train tickets. It's like, it has such a huge benefit to your economy at large because people can transport stuff around, people can take meetings and business deals that they wouldn't have been able to do before. There's a huge intangible benefit that you'll reap from having higher speed rail, and it's actually something I never realised. I took it for granted when I was living in China for 3 years. Travelling around on high speed rail is just standard now there. Like, you can get literally everywhere in the country, almost, like major cities wise anyway, by bullet train. And it's not until I left and realised that that's not available everywhere that I really took that for granted. This is a toilet, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Figured I'd show you the smells absolutely beautiful in here. I figured I'd show you the business class or first class toilet. Got a very nice, modern, clean Western toilet. A very VIP looking sink. Oh my god, look at this VIP soap. Spoiling us. Absolutely spoiling us. Gonna have to fight this one on my own, lads. See you in a bit. Looks like we're arriving, so I need to get myself sorted here. That was even quicker than 29 minutes. That was so fast. Terima kasih. Okay, that does us for the bullet train in Indonesia. My conclusion is I will never be bloody taking first class again. I would most definitely take the economy next time because I don't believe the first class is worth it at all. The difference isn't actually that huge, but there you go. Anyway, it was a great experience. Down from 3.5 hours to half an hour is an absolute joke. That's incredible. And well done to Indonesia for building Whoosh, which is what they brand it. Anyway, you can sign up to my Patreon if you want to help me fund these first class experiences, the luxury lifestyle, but you'll get 24-hour early access to the videos. Thank you very much. That will go a long way to support the channel. Whew. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Not sure which country we'll be in next, but I'm excited for it. Goodbye.